Hello dear viewer, welcome back to Medchem Companion channel again. Today in this session we will discuss structural activity relationship of sulfonamides. All the sulfonamides should have some basic chemical feature in its structure in order to produce the antibacterial activity. So what are those chemical feature and how it affects its pharmacological activity, we will see detail in this session. So before discussing structural activity relationship, we should understand the basic skeleton of sulfonamides. So this is actually the general structure of sulfonamides, which is also known by the name PABA pocket. And chemically PABA pocket is nothing but a sulfanilamide, because you can see in sulfanilamide at fourth position we have free amino group and at first position we have a sulfonyl group, and both this first and fourth position have a free amino group. Here this amino group is known by the name N4 amino group, and here this amino group is known by the name N1 amino group. Why this sulfanilamide is called PABA pocket? Because it has a structural feature which is similar to PABA. This is the structure of PABA in which a carboxyl group is there, but here in sulfanilamide instead of carboxyl group we have a sulfonyl group. So this sulfanilamide actually acts as a false substrate for this dihydrofolate synthetase enzyme and thus inhibit the synthesis of folic acid. Now we will discuss structural activity relationship under three subheading: substitution at PABA pocket means at this position, and substitution at N4 amino group means at this position, and substitution at N1 amino group means at this position. So first, substitution at PABA pocket. So first point under this is sulfanilamide skeleton is the minimum structural requirement for all sulfonamides to produce antibacterial activity. Means all sulfonamides should have this sulfanilamide skeleton in its structure. Second point, amino and sulfonyl groups on this benzene ring are essential and should be in first and fourth position. Means all sulfonamides should have a free amino group at fourth position and a free sulfonyl group at first position in order to produce antibacterial activity. And the position of this amino and sulfonyl group should be 1:4 with respect to each other. Point number 3, replacement of benzene ring. We can't replace this benzene ring with other ring, or we can't introduce an additional substituent on this benzene ring, because all this activity decreases or abolishes the antibacterial activity of sulfonamides. It means this free benzene ring is essential for all sulfonamides to produce its activity. Point number 4, exchange of SO2 NH group with CO NH group. We can't exchange this sulfonyl group with this carbamoyl group or CONH group. If we do so, then the antibacterial activity of sulfonamides get abolished at all. So these 4 chemical features are essential within this PABA pocket in order to produce the antibacterial activity. Second point under SAR is substitution at N4 amino group. So substitution at N4 amino group will leads to formation of prodrugs. So most of the time we substitute this N4 amino group in order to produce the prodrugs. For example, sulfasalazine. Sulfasalazine is based known by as co-drug, and it is produced by forming a azo linkase on this N4 nitrogen with 5-amino salicylic acid, and these prodrugs later converts into a free sulfonamide structure within the body and produces its pharmacological activity. So this is the first example. Now later on we have developed two more prodrug by substituting this N4 amino group with hydrophilic group. For example, we have substituted first with phthalate group. So substitution with phthalate group produces a prodrug which is known by the name phthalate sulfathiazole, and another hydrophilic group known by the name succinyl group. So substitution with succinyl group produces another sulfonamide which is known by the name succinyl sulfathiazole. So these phthalate sulfathiazole and succinyl sulfathiazole, these are hydrosoluble sulfonamides which within the body converts into a free amino group containing sulfonamide and produces its pharmacological activity. Now we will discuss the third point. Now we will discuss substitution at N1 amino group. So most of the time on N1 amino group we have substitution with electron withdrawing heterocyclic nucleus. So this heterocyclic nucleus is again further divided into following classes. First one is your 5-membered electron withdrawing heterocycle. For example, oxazole, isoxazole, thiazole, etc. So these electron withdrawing 5-membered heterocyclic rings are electron withdrawing in nature, and what they will do, they will make this N1 hydrogen more acidic in nature, which leads to higher potency of these heterocyclic sulfonamide derivative. For example, we have developed following 5-membered heterocyclic containing sulfonamides like sulfamethizole, sulfisoxazole and sulfamethoxazole. All these drugs have 5-membered heterocyclic ring which has low lipophilicity. So these sulfonamides have short duration of action and their T half is in between 6 to 9 hours. Now all these drugs also have methyl group in its structure. What they have? Methyl group. You can see the structure of all these drugs. All these drugs contain a methyl group. So why methyl group is there? Because this methyl group enable extensive binding of all this sulfonamide to plasma protein. That's why they have T half of 6 to 9 hours. Now in order to increase the T half of sulfonamide, we have substituted this N1 nitrogen with 6-membered heterocycle which is having electron withdrawing nature. For example, 6-membered heterocycle are pyridine, pyrimidine, pyrazine, and the drugs which we have developed with this heterocyclic nucleus is as follows. First one is your sulfadiazine, sulfamerazine and sulfapyridine. All these drugs have T half of 10 to 17 hours. So their T half increases as compared to their previously discussed 5-membered heterocycle. Why this increase in T half? Because this 6-membered heterocyclic nucleus is more lipophilic as compared to your 5-membered heterocyclic. Now later on we have developed highly improved sulfonamide which have T half just equal to 7 to 9 days. So how the T half of this sulfonamide increases to 7 to 9 days? Because these sulfonamides have 6-membered heterocyclic nucleus which is electron withdrawing in nature, but this heterocyclic nucleus also have methoxy group in its structure. So this methoxy group provide higher lipophilicity to this drug, that's why their T half will become 7 to 9 days. And the best example of those drugs which have 6-membered heterocyclic ring along with methoxy group is your sulfadoxin and sulfaline. Thus we can conclude that substitution at this N1 amino group leads to more lipophilic and more half-life having sulfonamides. So this is all about your structural activity relationship of sulfonamide. I hope you understand the concept. Thank you.